Baseball Tonight is presented by Farmers Insurance.
We lead off with the game that wouldn't end, and when it did, it went very badly for the nation. The evil empire in it defends Yankees and Red Sox. Second longest nine-inning game in Major League history.
The Yankees may not win the division, but they're going to remember this game if these two teams meet in October. It's a great confidence builder for the Yankees.
The best of Boston's bullpen imploded. Full highlights on the way. Angels and White Sox. Jim Thome 0 for 4 trying to get home run number 500 against the LA Angels of Anaheim for the whole thing. Cubs and Cardinals, a big 4-run weekend set in the NL Central. Cardinals perhaps last chance. Darrell Ward up 1 in the 9th, a 3-run double to put it away for Chicago.
And the Big Z was the Big Z.
We'll talk about Carlos Zambrano with Buster Olney and Eric Young in just a moment. Reds and Brewers, Prince is always big, and this is 45, ties the Brewers single-season record, but they lose. Losing ground again in the NL Central. You got nothing? You gave me a look, got it?
I gave you a look. I just said, if this young man, if the Brewers get in the playoffs, this young man's just got to be MVP.
Well, he's certainly going to get some MVP votes. Welcome to the broadcast. Baseball Tonight with you for the next 40 minutes. Steve Berthium along the way, joined by Eric Young and Buster Olney. We start in the National League. The Dodgers and the Diamondbacks. Arizona trying to hold on to the division lead. L.A. trying to get within a half game of the wild card. And a big strikeout there. Brad Penny on Stephen Drew with the bases loaded. Dodgers down 1-0, bottom first. James Loney.
Oh, my God, they scored against Doug Davis. They never score against Doug Davis.
Hadn't done that. He'd gone 30 innings without giving up an earned run to the Dodgers. That tied it at 1. They're down 2-1 in the 4th. Russell Martin, the base knock, scores Kent. We're tied again. Mark Reynolds unties it against Penny in the 5th. It's 14th. 4-2 Arizona.
And you're thinking that the D-backs are going to win with Davis. They'd won 11 of his last 12 starts.
Here's Davis. Here's Nomar. Hits it wicked far. Solo shot. It's 4-4. Davis, your thoughts? Yeah, he's bummed. He'd been tremendous lately. 8-1 in his previous 12 starts overall. Russell Martin, E6 on Drew. He reaches on the error, and the next hitter is Matt Kemp. And watch Kemp just slice one down the line. They're going to wave Russell Martin all the way from first, Kemp into third. It's 5-4 L.A.
The two organizations right here that have young players that are making major contributions to the team's success.
First of 3 at Dodger Stadium between these two. Arizona begins tonight 4 games up on San Diego for the NL West lead. Dodgers a game and a half back of the Padres for the wild card and trying to hold on to a 6-4 lead here. Home half of the 6th inning. Arizona playing well. They came in having won 7 of their previous 8 games. So what about the Padres? They were taking on the NL West basement dwellers, the Giants. Chris Young on the mound for the Pods. Barry Zito at the plate for the G-men. Zito hitting .094 coming in, but hit them where they ain't.
You saw where that pitch is. The big problem for Chris Young lately, because of physical problems, has not been able to throw between starts in the bullpen. His command has been off.
It is 2-0. Barry Zito cruising until Kevin Kuzmanov puts it into cruise control. His 17th, ties it at 2.
He came in 7 hits in his last 9 at-bats.
Barry Bonds, this just in, still with the Giants apparently. Chris Young, Barry didn't like it, and here's the reaction. He's sort of giving himself the raspberry. I think we all know how painful that can be. Eugenio Velez at the plate, top 7, right field corner. He's got 3 here, EY. Look at him go.
Got wheels. Look at him.
Were you faster than he?
I don't know.
Come on.
He came in on a wild pitch, made it 3-2 Giants. Pods down 4-2. They need to come back
stand.
9th. Scott Hairston off Brad Hennessy. Suddenly it's a 1-run game. Back come the Padres. Oh, just enough. Here's Jeff Blum, still 4-3. 2 outs now, and how's this for clutch?
Well, that's what he does. Jeff Blum.
Tied it up
every year.
He gets big hits.
Are we feeling a Padre walk-off at Petco? Let's find out. Mike Cameron. Let my Cameron go. Rajay Davis, look at the catch.
Oh, wow.
That was a long run out. That's a deep part of the field.
Are you nominating that for Web Jam?
That's...
Come on.
Yes.
All right, let's get to the Empire and the Nation. Daisuke Matsuzaka. Coco pinch running with J.D. Drew up, and not even close. Posada throws him out. The Red Sox run themselves out of the inning. Bottom 9, the great Mariano. Enter Sandman. Drew still up there now, leading off the 9th. Right field, Robbie Cano gets 2 at EY, but it gets under his glove. So they got the tying run on, and the captain is up for the nation. Rivera, Veritek. Got good career numbers against Rivera, but not there.
No, well, especially tonight. Rivera was throwing up to 97 miles an hour on the gun.
Kobe Ellsbury, no match for the cutter. Yankees, 5th straight win versus Boston this season. 4 hours and 43 minutes, just 2 minutes shy of the record for longest 9-inning game ever set by these two teams last August 18th.
Yankees have beaten them 5 straight times, 8 of the last 10 against the Red Sox.
The lead is 4.5, 27th save and 30 chances for Rivera, 3rd blown save and 38 chances for Papelbon. Here's your post.
I mean, we lucked out, but that 8th inning was incredible.
We got to Okie with the idea that, even if things didn't go perfect, we'd have Pap ready for Jeter, and it fell apart in a hurry.
But this ball club never stopped fighting and never stopped screaming. We knew it was ugly, but you can't do a hell of a lot about it, other than go out there and try to do some, try to score some runs. The only thing predictable in this ballpark is the unpredictable.
All right, 388 pitches, 92 batters, 12 different pitchers used, 6 by each team. Okajima allowed no homers to lefty entering Friday, gave up 2 to the Giambino and Robbie Cano. Friday, first time the Yankees rally to win from a deficit of at least 5 runs at Fenway Park since May of 1955. And EY, that Boston bullpen, this was as bad as it gets for that bullpen because they had Gagne. Normally he would come in 8th inning when Okajima got into trouble. He wasn't even warming up. They went right to Papelbon. He got hit badly as well.
Steve, they were trying to close the door, and they was bringing in their horses from the beginning. But these guys, usually reliable, did not come through tonight. But most of all, it was their location. They were putting the ball basically on the tee for these guys to hit. When you come in with a lead like that, you want to take it to them and really command the strike zone. But when you get it up and give them a chance to put especially a good offense like the Yankees, this team will make you pay for it. And when you look at every pitch to these guys right down the middle, you cannot come in and put the ball right there. Dice K had it good because his fastball was rising a little bit and he was throwing it about 94. Those guys couldn't catch up to that. But once Okajima came in and those guys was getting it down in the zone, these guys were making them pay. Look at this pitch right there in the strike zone. You cannot throw that pitch there and expect the Yankees or any major league hitter not to hit that pitch. And these guys definitely pay. And these guys are usually reliable. Right there, he wanted the inside. Veritek wanted the inside.
They've been a lot better than reliable. That's to relief a combination of closer and setup guy in the game.
Unbelievable, but I'm telling you, for the psyche, the Yankees believe no matter who's on the mound for Boston, they can get the job done.
Well, that's the point. It's 4.5 now. How damaging is this psychologically?
Oh, I don't think there's any question, no matter what happens. And the Yankees may not win the division, but in the end, I think this game is going to have a big impact because the Yankee hitters, if these two teams play in October, will remember this game and remember how they got to 2 of the Red Sox best relievers. And they're going to remember that Terry Francona did not have confidence in Eric Gagne.
And remember, the Yankees got in late yesterday morning at 3:30. They were tired, but they woke up in the 8th inning. Unbelievable.
Well, nothing will wake you up like those pitches right down the center of the plate.
Exactly. I like it like that.
The poor Tigers, they figure, all right, we can gain some ground on the Yankees here in the AL wildcard race after we take care of the Twins. If the Red Sox can close out the Yankees suddenly, we're, like 2.5 back, but it didn't work out. Nate Robertson missed location badly to Justin Morneau. Morneau's 30th. It's 2-1 Twins.
Only his second since July 29th.
Carlos Guillen draws a 4-pitch walk from Matt Garza. They're loaded. Gardenhire not. Oh, yeah, he's kicking stuff in the dugout. Pudge Rodriguez at the plate. 9th pitch of the AB. Works the walk. Randerson comes in. It's 2-2. Look at the reaction from Rodriguez. Oh, he's psyched about that walk.
It's pennant race time. It's time to get hyped.
They're loaded. Timo Perez!
How about Tebow? Came in hitting .407, 3 more RBI. Tonight, he has absolutely been invaluable for the Tigers since he joined them.
All right, we got a sequence here. Bottom 8, Torrey Hunter. Does he go or does he not go?
Checked it. Did he go around? Yes, he went.
Oh, one more look. Hunter not happy with the call. EY?
Ooh.
Commit.
I can't.
You're out of here.
I'm a hitter. I can't.
Gardenhire comes out. He's going to get tossed himself. There you go. Detroit, they had won 3 straight overall in 8 of 10, so they get the win there, but they get no help from the Red Sox, as we saw in the Yankee game. D-Rays and Mariners, King Felix on the mound. Jorge Valendia over Ichiro's head. Johnny Gomes comes in. Hernandez, 1 earned on 6 hits and 7 2/30, struck out 8. Bottom 9, Ichiro on 3rd. The batter is Jose Guillen, 1-1 game. Guillen to right. Delman Young has got a big arm, but Ichiro's pretty speedy too. Here we go.
Who are you picking, EY?
Ichiro! Tim Kirchin would be tearing up. The walk-off sack fly. Mariners win 2-1. Yankees' comeback victory maintains their 3.5-game lead over the Tigers in the AL wildcard race. Saturdays, it says here, titanic pitching matchup. In Boston sees a couple of 18-game winners. Chin-Ming Wong, who has been nasty and filthy lately, against Josh Beckett, as each guy tries to go for win number 19 as the Empire continues its weekend in the nation. An update from Petco in San Diego, the Giants and Padres. Khalil Green, walk-off Khalil.
Mean Green, Khalil Green. That's my man, too.
Where did he just go?
Souvenir City.
Thank you, Monty. Not the best in the business for nothing, folks. The Padres trying to hang on to the NL wildcard lead to get a big win here. Of 5-4, they beat the Giants in 10.
That is a big one.
Due-up will run through the night in the NL Central. This weekend could be St. Louis's last gasp for a postseason breath. First of 4 must-wins against the Cubs, while the Brew Crew tries to stage a comeback against the Reds. And an NL East rivalry renewed. The Phillies may not have much hope left for the division, but they are very much in the thick of the wild card race. They played extra innings at Shea. We'll show you the fight in Phils when we come back. Stay with us. All right, here we go, EY. Cubs and Cardinals, last chance for our bet. Now, I bet you at the beginning of the year the Cubs would finish higher in the division than the Cardinals, and so far I'm right. Albert Pujols, though, hitting one for EY, is 31st, and his first since August 22nd. That off Zambrano, tied it at 1.
Number 281.
But Zambrano pitched well, gave up just 4 hits in 8. Cubs up 2-1 in the 9th. They're loaded. The pinch hitter, Darrell Ward. Darrell Ward. 5-1. They all have scored, in the words of John Miller. Their solo homers by Edmonds and Ludwig cut it to 5-3. Quick, name that Molina.
Yadier.
Correct. Looking for Yadier.
You're never wrong.
Game name that Molina. Lou Piniella angry with Ryan Dempster. Not a whole lot of warmth there as he pulls him, puts in Bob Howery. 2 on, 2 out. So Taguchi loads him up. The winning run is on for Aaron Miles. They're loaded. 2 outs. Is short. The Cubs win 5-3. The Cardinals have lost 8 in a row. The Cubs have won 5 of their last 7. Buster Olney, Carlos Zambrano against the Cardinals this year, 3-0, 1.69.
And I don't think there's any player in baseball who's been a truer barometer for what his team does than Carlos Zambrano. Look at whenever he pitches well, the Cubs get on a roll. When he doesn't pitch well, the Cubs seem to fall apart. Look at the numbers for Zambrano. From April 2nd to June 1, he was 5-5. He stunk. They stunk. From June 2nd to July 29th, he was 9-2. They were 33-18. They got hot. Then he got that contract. He started to stink again. 0-5 from July 30th to September 7th. They went 16-21, under 500. He got hot again. Last 2 starts has been terrific. And here come the Cubs. They have a 1.5-game lead. They're starting to edge away a little bit from those Milwaukee Brewers because of Big Z.
This is your opportunity. Would you like to concede the Cardinals' chances of winning the NL Central?
Steve, you're going to actually put me on the spot right now. But I'm a man of my word, and I do concede. You won.
Wow. Wow, this is big.
Taking a stand.
You know what? I would stick with the Cardinals, but things are just going on.
All right, let's see if the Brewers can at least hang into the race here in the NL Central. They were taking on the Reds in the Harvey Wallbanger throwbacks and the whole thing. Ben Sheets on the mound, top 1. Everybody taking off with 2 on. It's a double steal against Sheets. 2 batters later, it's 2-0 Cincinnati. Sheets, Brandon Phillips, another stolen. They stole 4 bases in the first inning against Ben Sheets.
He's got that big leg kick.
Adam Dunn, fair or foul? Fair is 39th, 4-0 Cincinnati.
He's got that big curveball, too.
103 RBI. That's a new career high for Adam Dunn.
Prince, say hello to a little friend. His 45th, that ties the franchise record held by Richie Sexson and Norman Thomas. All right, bottom 7, Jeff Jenkins. A lot of guys angry with strike zones Friday night. John Hirschbeck brings him up from 3rd. If you want John Hirschbeck in the ESPN Umpire Ejection Fantasy League, you're on the board.
Did you?
I did not.
Norris Hopper hitting .395 since July 1. Helps the Reds tonight.
My guys haven't thrown anybody out in a long time. Jim Reynolds got me one the other night. Actually, it was against Ned Yost. All right, moving on. NL Central stand into the start of Friday's play, and now here's how they are adjusted. Cubs now a game and a half up on Milwaukee. St. Louis has lost 8 in a row. They were just 1 game out before last Saturday. Now they're 6 out.
And the Reds, you don't see them here, but they're 2 games behind the Cardinals. They're rolling.
Not pictured here. Phillies-Mets, NL East. Oh, wow. Hey, I'm Keith Hernandez. Keith Hernandez mustache night at Shea. Or
I hope so.
You can go the unibrow route. Sure. Bottom 1, David Wright. Everybody clap your hands. His 29th, 1-0 New York. Bottom 3, Jose Reyes. As we said, a lot of unhappy strike zones here.
Wow.
Paul Emmel doing the honors behind home plate. Willie and Reyes do not agree. Willie's got his Keith Hernandez mustache. Oh, that's it. Top 5 down 2-0. Jason Worth to left. Moises Alou at the wall. Moises! Oh.
And it looked like Lavener's in control. First 5 innings, 16.
That's tremendous. Go ahead, buddy.
He was shutting them down until this.
Chase Utley, his 3rd straight 20-homer season. That tied it at 2, EY.
That gives him 5 players with 20 or more home runs, first time in franchise history.
Bottom 7, former Red great Jeff Conine. J-roll.
Oh, wow.
Jay Smooth.
What was that stat you gave me?
One of the best fielding percentage shortstops in the National League.
Look at Utley on LaDuca here.
Oh, run with it and get him out.
Tarian, and then still tied, 8th inning. Jamie Moyer bunts.
Moyer bunts it in the air. Diving catch by Wright. Can he double him up? He can!
MVP, EY, NL MVP. It's either him or Holiday, right? Are we going to give me that much?
Don't leave out Prince.
But that's in the top 10 web gems of the year when you have a 3rd baseman make a play near the first baseline.
And again, look at LaDuca. He's going at it here.
Steve, guys are testy right now. This is the pennant race.
Friday night fights.
LaDuca gets himself ejected, so Ruiz has to come in, or DeFelice has to come in, pardon me. Ruiz bunts off Aaron Heilman, and then Heilman throws it away. Greg Dobbs caught by Beltran, but Worth can tag up from 3rd here, and the Phillies take a 3-2 lead, top 10.
Greg Dobbs, 14 RBI as a pinch hitter. That leads the major leagues.
Phillies win 3-2, just New York's 3rd loss in the last 13 games. The Phils have won 6 straight against New York. They are 5.5 back in the NL East if you're still counting, and of course that's what we do. Here in the Haynes comfort zone is a Met great Moises Alou. He's hit safely in 18 games, the 2nd longest streak in the last 25 years by a player who was at least 40 years old.
Comfort Zone is brought to you by Haynes. Look who we've got our Haynes on now.
There's the Rockies trying to stay in the NL wildcard hunt, taking on the Marlins. 7th inning, 5-5, 2 on, 2 out. Matt Trainer down the line. They'll wave Jeremy Hermida at 6-5 Florida. Rockies down 7-5. Bottom 9. Got to have something here. Here's Matt Holliday. Matt Holliday, his 31st.
Yo, MVP.
It's either him or Wright. It's got to be one or the other. Both having phenomenal years. Todd Helton with the House of David Beard. Hermida in front of the wall and the pine trees and the whole thing. There it is. Next up, Garrett Atkins hits it hard. Hermida is there again. Woo. Next up, Brad Hoff. Well, do we have another one deep to the track? No. Dan Ugla is there.
Had him all the way.
Did not strike out, though.
Dontrell Willis, only his 2nd win since May 29th. He's been accountable the whole year in what has been a difficult season. Give him credit.
So Padres, 1.5 on the Phils, 2 on the Dodgers, who are still playing right now, and 3.5 on the Rockies. And a wild card. Going to be fun from here on in. Got an update from Arizona. The Diamondbacks and those Dodgers. Down 2-6-4, top 7, Mark Reynolds. Noonan.
Oh,
foul ball would have scored a run.
Where's the pesky pole when you need it?
Legitimate dimensions. Later in the at-bat. Oh, he gave a ride. Still 6-4 Dodgers, bottom 7 now. No Lars homers for L.A. 2 up here. We'll see if Jim Thome could join baseball's 500 home run club. Thome beginning Friday night with .499 and ready to let the celebration begin. And they had a dramatic finish in Cleveland. You will see that, and whether or not it brought CC Sabathia his 18th win. Baseball Tonight with Buster Olney and Eric Young. Back after this.
Welcome back to Baseball Tonight, presented by Farmers Insurance.
Angels and White Sox, Bartolo Colon back. First time since July 23rd, coming back from the elbow issue. He's had a tough year physically. Bottom one, here's Jim Thome looking for 500. Colon rings him up.
Got that two-seam movement on that fastball. That's when you know he's right.
First and second in the third. Casey Kochman. Thome goes 0 for 4, and we'll see this one more time.
Saves a run.
Casey Kochman can flat out pick.
Thome says he's got an unbelievable celebration all ready to go for the 500th home run when he, in fact, does finally hit it. 2 batters later, they're loaded for Jermaine Dye. Drops in front of Reggie Willits. It scores 2. Colon gave up 5 runs, 3 earned on 8 hits in 4 2/3.
You wonder if he got a little bit tired the way this inning progressed. He wound up throwing a bunch of pitches. His stuff kind of flattened out. Angels kind of flattened out.
This was a mess. Meiser is turf. And throw. Kochman coming home. Gets away from Mathis. 2 errors on the play. White Sox win 5-3. Colon 0-5 in his last 7 starts. Hasn't won since June 14th.
So that meant the Indians had a chance to tie the Angels for the second best record in the American League.
And they had CC Sabathia on the mound. Their Cy Young candidate hosting the Royals. Gets David DeJesus. Sabathia, career-high 13 Ks. Mike Sweeney in the 5th up 3-1. Grady Sizemore on the run. Bresolana comes in 4-1 KC. Sabathia gave up 4 runs in 7. David Risky on. Indians down 1. Victor Martinez, a solo shot, ties it, his 22nd. He's had a tremendous year.
So they take CC Sabathia off a hook on a night when he allowed more than 2 earned runs for the first time since July 24th.
Here we go. Bottom 9, still tied. 4-4 game. Casey Blake, the bearded one at the plate.
Casey Blake, long drive, deep left, Gaff right, looking up. Goodbye, baseball! Indians win it!
Blake's 3rd career walk-off, first since 04. Cleveland has won 16 of its last 20.
When they score 5 or more, they're 68-15, which is very impressive as well.
Casey's first home run since August 1st was his 16th of the year, and it couldn't have come in a more timely fashion. Nor can Web Gems. They, of course, come at the end of the show. We'll present you the best defensive plays from all over the major leagues on a busy Friday night. We'll also go yard. We'll show you the big home runs with the big swings and with the jogging and the Cadillacing and the long balls. Update from L.A. Dodgers trying to steal one from the Diamondbacks here, up 6-4, bottom 7. 2 outs. It's Andre Ethier adding to the lead. Nomar comes in. And L.A. up 7-4 now, home half of the 7th inning still. And Chavez Ravine.
The young talent you're talking about.
Dodgers could still win that wild card. Awful close. Let's go yard. Touch them all. It's Derek Barton. First career home run, 22 years old, only 19 at-bats. Did it in his 5th career game. How many games did it take you to hit a home run?
30.
The GMBino, his 14th.
Take a stand.
I'm trying to.
Sandy. If I hop, I no stop. First 20 homer season since 04 for Sammy.
He's had a nice little send-off this year.
Yeah, 85 RBI, 86 RBIs.
Chase Utley has now had 3 straight 20 homer seasons. The Chaser.
Does anybody else have a swing like him?
Nobody. It's short and quick. Boom.
Matt Holliday. Not somebody swinging like him either.
I like that swing. I like that. MVP.
He circles the bases like he's going to do it a few more times,
120 RBIs now. Matt Holliday leads the National League. Albert Pujols, his first homer in 21 games against the Cubs. But it's a Cardinal loss, EY.
You like his swing?
It just needed. I love this swing. Just need a little bit more help.
Don't care. His 20th homer on the road, his 39th of the year. And we saw Casey Blake.
It was not a product of that park in Cincinnati. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Casey drive that train. Bill Walton would be proud. 16th home run of the year, the walk-off. Khalil Green, a walk-off for the Pods at Petco.
There was a lot of stuff going on tonight.
And how about this? Prince Fielder ties the Brew Crew's single-season home run record. This is 45 for the Prince.
Before they drafted him, he came in and hit a bomb like that during BP.
And they said, you know what, let's draft him.
I'll beat you in that. When he was 12 years old, he was hitting those in the upper deck at Tiger Stadium.
Buster, you beat him.
Okay.
You are conceding all kinds of things.
He beat me, yeah.
Prince Fielder, 5th youngest player in history to hit 45, finds himself in this company. Matthews, Bench, DiMaggio, and Reginald Martinez-Jackson. Not bad.
How many of those guys are Hall of Famers? 1, 2, 3?
A lot. Do up here. EY, why don't you take the bump for Web Gems?
Do web gems with a lot of second basemen in it.
We'll find out when we come back.
Baseball Tonight is presented by Farmers Insurance. To find an agent near you, call 1-800-FARMERS. And in part by Hanes. Look who we've got our Hanes on now.
Eric Young said, Web Gems from second baseman. Here we are, Tigers Twins, Placido Polanco. Deep in the hole to get Jason Tyner. This will end the game and a Tiger win in Minnesota.
1 play, 1 second baseman.
He was falling down here, but still he got himself together and aimed that throw that makes that a spectacular play. Finish it off.
A lot of spectacular. These are quality Web Gems here. Phillies-Mets, Jeff Conine. Here's J-Roll.
Oh, is that a shortstop? 2 plays, 1 second baseman.
You know, middle infielders, you got to include all of them.
This is number 3, which tells you how good a night it was. David Wright off the Moyer bunt, gets Moyer, tremendous catch, and then gets Nunez at first.
Third baseman on the first base side, still only 1 second baseman.
I'll tell you what, EY, it was hard as we look at the right play again to not include these plays because 2 and 1 are tremendous catches. So this is why we really only had 1 second baseman. As Wright and Holiday continue their debate battle for MVP in the NL. Here we go. Giants-Padres, Rajay Davis off the bat of Mike Cameron. And look at Rajay go get it. Keep in mind, this is
Save the game.
2 outs, bottom 9, winning run on second base, and he makes that catch.
4 plays, only 1 second baseman. Is second base even a real position?
This is nominee for Web Gem of the Year. Watch out, Niger Morgan to rob Ty Wigginton in Houston. Look at him get it.
Wow.
Oh.
That's
wow.
round.
Oh,
You said what, Web Gem of the Year?
I said a nominee Web Gem. I went back to the pod and told you guys we got a potential Web Gem of the Year nominee in the Pirate game.
Wow. Computer to chart how far he went.
A long way. Buster, you were joking we wouldn't see A's Rangers in the show, and here we are. Houston's 3 shuts the door, and Oakland beats Texas 11-9 in front of dozens of fans.
Sorry about that. No, second baseman.
Those plays right there, second base could take a back seat.